Karen with the Seasons of Living. Today I would like to show you how I take a break from making kefir. I have been making kefir for around 7 years, and we started eating in seasons a couple of years ago, and so I do not milk cows in the winter. I have to put my kefir grains to sleep, and when they're sleeping they still need some nutrition. They slow down, but they still need some food. So I'm going to show you that process. The first thing, you want to make sure you have some filtered water. Like maybe we're going to use distilled water, or I have well water, but you want to make sure it doesn't have chlorine in it. I will put the kefir grains, 1 tablespoon, in 3 to 4 cups of milk in a quart jar if I'm going to be gone for 1 week. If I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks, I will double that amount. I will put 1 tablespoon of kefir grains to around half a gallon of milk, and I will put it in the refrigerator and it will slow down. So if I'm going to be gone over 2 weeks, like right now I'm preparing my grains for winter or early December, they probably will need to sleep until April. If you're going to store past 6 months, you probably want to dehydrate and freeze, but I'm going to show you my method. You have the grains and milk, and so we're going to these plastic strainers. I'm just going to rinse the kefir grains in water. Okay, we now have our rinsed kefir grains. So I will put them on a piece of unbleached parchment like this for maybe a few days, just until they start drying out. Just something, just like that. And I'll set them aside in a safe place. You don't want to put them around any trash or any fruit. Just set them someplace where they can dry, maybe on a cookie sheet on top of the unbleached parchment, somewhere out of the way. Okay, so after they dry a little bit, you'll have something that looks about like this, the little dried out kefir grains, which are not really grains. They look like little cauliflowers. This is organic whole milk powder, and I'm going to coat the grains with this powder. Shake it around. Okay. So then I'll just put the lid on and put it in the refrigerator. Let's go over what we just learned. So if you're going to take a break for 2 weeks or less, you would put your kefir grains into milk and store it in the refrigerator. You would use approximately 3 to 4 cups of milk for 1 tablespoon of kefir grains, and put that in the refrigerator for 1 week. If you want 2 weeks, then double the amount of milk. That would be around half a gallon of milk to a tablespoon of kefir grains. And that would stay in the refrigerator. If you want to store longer than 2 weeks, then you would need to go through a process of, you would rinse your kefir grains in filtered water, let them dry a little bit, and then you would put them back in a jar and you would cover them with organic powdered milk. And then you would put the lid on the jar and store that in the refrigerator. And that would be storing less than 6 months. Then I'll just put the lid on and put it in the refrigerator, and I don't usually check on it too much, but probably around April I'll start waking them up again. Okay, so there you have it. How to take a break from making kefir. I hope that you will make kefir. It is so good for you, and I hope that you will use the grains. They're super easy to keep, and you just need to learn to put them to sleep and make sure they have enough food. So thank you very much. Have a blessed day, and please subscribe to our channel. Bye-bye.